Doc here with the Humboldt X YouTube channel, and I'm out at Fernbridge. We had a couple days of a really warm storm and we got a little bit of flooding going on in Humboldt. So decided to come out at the Eel River at the Fernbridge and check on the conditions. So stay tuned, hang with me. Let's get to it. Mekko, come on, silly boy. It's quiet. But it wasn't a couple nights ago, man. We had a pretty wicked storm come through. It was really warm and it was windy. We had a little bit of a branch fall out of our tree. Came from up top. And we just got our roof done too. Thank you very much to Bob Sanders and Sanders Roofing. It's a father-son business here locally, and their whole crew. They were awesome, Junior and all them. But this tree, this branch is not small, man. Look at this. You know, that'll put a damper on your day. You want to live in Humboldt under the redwoods. It's kind of the realities, but it's all good. Come on, puppy. We got to go into town, so. Man, had a hectic few days of storms here. Really cold storms last week, and then this week it's been really warm and kind of dealing with flooding at the moment, to be honest. But the Eel River out at the Fernbridge is right at about 22 feet the last time I saw. So Mekko's got to see the vet, so I got to run into town. But I'm gonna go out to Fernbridge real quick and see what the levels are looking like, you know. Huh. Well, it's certainly not as bad as I've ever seen it. I don't know. Make my way across here. Way down from yesterday. It's certainly not as high as I've ever seen it. I think I'm going to get out real quick and take a walk here. Huh. I hear geese. Yeah, this is the Eel River. Certainly not as bad as it was last time around. I don't see the geese. I can certainly hear them. Oh, I see them way out there. Huh. These are new markers. County came in after the really heavy duty floods we had in late December and kind of washed them all out, but it's kind of what we work with. It's gone way down. As soon as they start hitting that second slat, it's a problem. So, all right, I'm gonna head over to, well, I gotta take Mekko into the vet real quick, and then I'm gonna head out to Fernbridge and see what's what, but this is kind of what the residents deal with. That's the Bird of Bridge right there. Somebody's coming through. All right, well, that's why four-wheel drives are standard equipment around here. All right, puppy. Assume the position, Holmes. It's all the Elk River overflow. like a lake, man. We don't need king tide to get flooded. This is Pine Hill Road over here. I'm not going to stop, but it's not looking too bad, actually. Pine Hill Road is notorious for king tide flooding, but once the Elk River backs up in the headwaters and comes down through here, the Elk River Valley in here, it kind of floods us out here, but it'll take about another day and it'll go away. It's not looking too rough out there towards the jetties and Humboldt Bay and that. Just we're on the back end of the storms that have passed through, and it's just kind of the flooding before it clears out. It's all the Elk River Valley back in there, and Berta Road and Zanes and Headwaters. And I'm going to get up to get out to the Fernbridge and see what the eel's looking like here. Getting in the Fernbridge here, I could tell from 101, it's a little full, man. You can drive over the bridge here and get to the other side. Wow, man. It was right at 22 feet, which is flood stage, so let me get around over here and walk it a little bit. Man. Yep. The eel is flowing at the moment. Holy smokes. Up over the banks. That's looking towards the 101. I'm gonna get up here and park and see how far I can walk out here. Looks muddy, man. All right, well, I'm gonna go take a walk. You gotta stay here, Holmes. You're gonna get all muddy, man. It's going down now, you know? Woo. Can hear it rushing too. Wow, man. I can hear it pretty high, actually. Ooh. At least it's back on the tail end of it. map and see what's what here. Wow, man, it's definitely running. That's hectic, man. Floods out all behind us, all the fields and that, but see how high it was from last week when I was out here. Man, that bridge. That's a juggernaut of a bridge, man. You gotta figure, survived the 64 floods, and man, that thing's still standing. They did repairs on this column right here and had some impacts from the earthquakes and that, but man, you don't want to get caught in this river. Look at that. The branches coming down here. See back in there, it burst all its banks and all that. Some geese out there floating down the river. Wow, man, that looks hectic. A couple more flying along the side there. Well, we had a really cold storm come through last week, and the snow elevations were pretty low, actually. These past few days have been really warm storms, so it's coming down. And after a couple of days, this is what the eel tends to look like. Running down from the hills and that. Wow. All right, well, I just wanted to come out real quick, see what the conditions are. It happens like this all the time, and especially when we get the rains. The eel's pretty notorious for this, although it's been higher, you know. December it was a lot higher. In December, this whole area in here was flooded, all of this. So this is a little more standard issue, if you could say. Well, just a quick video to come out and check on our conditions, man. Really appreciate you watching, and thank you to everybody that supported this channel. You know, we really appreciate it, and wouldn't be out where it's at without all of you. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do, and check out our playlist. We've got quite a playlist growing on the channel, and we'll keep working on them one by one. You know, we just don't really do a whole lot of planning. We just kind of go out and about, and whatever happens, happens. Except for days like this when we are dealing with some flooding, I like to at least get out and check the conditions. So from my family to yours, celebrate others, respect yourself, because love is powerful, man. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you on the next one.